Today's Altcoin Buzz video is sponsored by ShakePay, which is the easiest way for Canadians like me to buy and sell Bitcoin. No fees for funding or withdrawals, super fast transactions, and excellent customer support make ShakePay the most recommended app for Canadians looking to buy and sell Bitcoin. If you sign up with Altcoin Buzz's referral link below, you're going to get a $30 bonus with your first purchase of digital currency. Check them out. Hey everybody, it's Mattie here with Altcoin Buzz on this Tuesday. Hope it's a fantastic one for you so far. We have a bunch of news stories of the day today. We're looking at them on the snazzy new altcoinbuzz.io website. I encourage you all to check it out. We're going to take a look briefly at what we discussed yesterday, the Litecoin flappening, with an article by Garrett. We're talking about positive news with the Circle CEO, who's talking about how Bitcoin going to be worth a great deal more than it is today. That's a quote. We'll briefly take a look at a Wanchain update and that it's adopting POS, proof of stake, in 2019. But let's begin as always on altcoinbuzz.io, the new and improved altcoinbuzz.io. Check it out with News Flash by Luke. This was the news, the most important stories of the week as far as we deem them to be market movers and shapers. Well, number one, Pax stablecoin already saw $5 billion in transactions in the first 3 months. So that's fantastic news for Paxos. Number two, official Ripple news. They claim that banks will eventually adopt cryptocurrencies. Lots of other Ripple news this week as well, or XRP news, I suppose I should say. They keep making headlines. Number three, Binance launched a platform to help you learn more about cryptocurrency and blockchain. Talking about Binance Academy there. Number four, you can now send XRP with Siri. And number five, we didn't get to it unfortunately, but Donald Trump hires prominent Bitcoin supporter MICK MULVANEY to White House staff. So let's take a look at that really quickly. This is an article by Luke from a couple of days ago. Donald Trump hires prominent Bitcoin supporter MICK MULVANEY to White House staff. This might be very good news for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general. On Friday, President Donald J. Trump announced that he hired MICK MULVANEY as the new acting White House chief of staff. Why this is good news for crypto? MULVANEY is a well-known Bitcoin and blockchain proponent. Let's take a look here at the official tweet by the President of the United States. I am pleased to announce that MICK MULVANEY, Director of the Office of Management and Budget, will be named acting White House Chief of Staff, replacing General John Kelly, who has served our country with distinction. Mick has done an outstanding job while in the administration. I look forward to working with him in this new capacity as we continue to MAGA. John will be staying until the end of the year. He is a great patriot, and I want to personally thank him for his service. So a glowing endorsement there of Mr. MICK MULVANEY. And if you haven't heard of him, he's the new chief of staff. Yeah. But when he was working in the House, he was one of the people who worked towards creating the Blockchain Caucus, which we have covered previously in our news segments. It's a group of lawmakers that write and create new laws for emerging technologies such as cryptocurrency. And during that time, here's a quote by MULVANEY: "Blockchain technology has the potential to revolutionize the financial services industry, the U.S. economy, and the delivery of government services, and I am proud to be involved with this initiative." So I don't think there are any necessarily clearly laid out plans as far as the agenda regarding blockchain, but it's nice to know that we have somebody, in our circle, in our camp, that's acting in this official capacity. Let's see what happens. Of course, we'll keep you updated as time goes by. This is just a quick follow-up in case you didn't hear about this yesterday, but the flappening has occurred. This means that we've officially seen a reversal in terms of market cap, or I should say positions of market cap, between Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash. The bitter rivalry between Charlie Lee and Roger Ver has finally manifested in the flappening. So Litecoin, in this most recent pump, has taken over Bitcoin Cash, probably in part due to that Travala news that we discussed. And as you can see, they're both up on the day, but Litecoin up 18.4% over the last 7 days, whereas Bitcoin Cash is down over 14%. So just to briefly summarize here by Garrett, some of you may have heard about the Ethereum and Bitcoin flippening. That became a term in the crypto community during the summer of 2017, when many people speculated that the two cryptos' market cap positions could flip. This flippening has not occurred, but the flappening has. The flappening is a parody of the flippening, but between Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash instead of Ethereum and Bitcoin. Yesterday, Litecoin overtook Bitcoin Cash's market cap. Therefore, the flappening has finally occurred. You guys can read more about Garrett's take on this particular story or go back to yesterday's video. We did cover it again there. Let's see how long that lasts. last, let us know what you think about the future of both Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash. It's nice to see that across the board we do have some positive action and a sea of green. It's nice to see a sea of green every so often. And on that theme of positivity, with an article here by Luke, Circle CEO says Bitcoin is certainly going to be worth a great deal more than it is today. So kind of a vague, non-specific quote, but I think we get the sentiment behind it. Jeremy Allaire is the CEO of Circle. He's still very bullish on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general. In an interview with CNBC's Squawk Box, Allaire said that in 3 years, Bitcoin is going to be worth a whole lot more than it is today. So during that interview, Jeremy Allaire said that he is long on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. According to Allaire, anyone who can look past today's valuation sees that there is a lot happening. Despite the sharp drop in the price of Bitcoin this year, including the valuations of other cryptocurrencies, there are still a lot of good reasons to go long on Bitcoin. About Bitcoin, Allaire said, quote, "The key thing with Bitcoin is that it's unique in its security and scale. And as an idea that we need a source and non-sovereign store of value that individuals can hold and hold in a protected fashion, Bitcoin is attractive all around the world." If you guys feel like checking out the interview on Squawk Box, here it is. We'll include this link in the description below. You can take a look for yourselves and let us know what you think. As I always say, take this with a grain of salt. Not that I disagree with Mr. Allaire, but of course he's representing his Circle company. He is the CEO of that organization, so of course he has a vested interest in projecting this message. Nonetheless, a good bit of positivity that I happen to agree with. Let us know what you think about that in the comments below. A lot of news today, guys, so just rounding out very briefly, we're going to talk about this Wanchain development and their adoption of proof of stake in 2019. This article by Rommel. The Wanchain community spoke up, and now the team is looking into adopting a proof of stake algorithm. Stormin nodes will arrive in Q1 of 2019. So they'll be releasing this proof of stake protocol in Q1. In a recent video released on Wanchain's YouTube channel, the topic was highlighted by Wanchain, the president of engineering. He stated that the Wanchain community has requested the proof of stake adoption for a very long time. According to him, the theoretical research of a POS system on the Wanchain blockchain has been researched. The next step is to research the architecture, which they are currently doing, followed by the design and implementation of proof of stake for the Wanchain ecosystem. You can read more here as far as what Rommel has to say about Stormin nodes and the particulars. It gets a little bit technical, but I'm sure you're up to the task. And you can also check out the YouTube videos specifically. So this from Jack Liu, the founder and CEO of Wanchain. We're going to link to this in the description below. It's about a 7.5-minute video that really outlines what it is they're looking at. It highlights some of those technical terms that we just discussed in Rommel's article, Stormin nodes. So you can take a look at this if you're interested in Wanchain, you want to have more information. We will link to it, of course, in the description below. So whirlwind day of news. There's even stuff that we didn't get to, everybody. So do be sure you're following Altcoin Buzz and Altcoin Buzz news for all the latest. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Telegram. Check out our last video here on the right. Hey, I wish you the best of luck if you choose to invest, but smash that thumbs up either way. And I'll see you hopefully tomorrow on Hump Day in our next video. Take care.